Hey everybody, David here, and you're probably wondering if you are a regular on my channel. You're probably wondering, where's my Flash review? Where's David's Flash review? And unfortunately, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. I did record it last night, and I tried uploading it, but my computer's been acting up when I try uploading it through Final Cut Pro. That's where I edit all my videos. So I thought, okay, well, you know what? Let's do a quick review this morning, and tonight when I do Arrow, I'll try to figure something else out. Um, so let me start off by saying that I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a really solid episode. We're talking about The Flash, season 3, episode 5, Monster, which aired last night. There were a lot of really cool things that happened. There was this huge ass monster going around terrorizing the city, but we find out later that it was controlled by some kid who, felt bullied and wanted to feel big for once. And I think a lot of us can relate to that. If you were bullied in school, it sucks. I was never, and yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I always felt that I wished I could be like a superhero back when I was a kid that could, get back at the bullies that picked on me because having superpowers would be awesome, and I think everybody has thought about that once in their life. uh, and So I like that aspect of the story, um, which is funny because I thought the title Monster was going to be referring to Caitlyn, which it did. It had double meaning. It wasn't just a monster, it was about the monster within Caitlyn as well, if you think about it. And I really like that storyline that we got to meet her mother. I thought Caitlyn's mother was really interesting, especially how she kept distance from Caitlyn, which made Caitlyn feel really cold, And we're starting to see those effects. That's taking effect on her now, and I really like that aspect of what we're seeing right now. Hopefully, we get a little bit more of Caitlyn's mom. I like how at the end when she finally realized how cold Caitlyn was getting, how this was affecting her. Her mom tried to embrace her a little bit more. Um, so it'll be interesting to see how that further develops. I just hope Caitlyn doesn't turn bad. I want Caitlyn to stay good. She's a good girl, you know. Be on Team Flash. Turn into Killer Frost if you want, but go and help Cisco and Barry kick bad guys' asses. I don't know. I also really liked the stuff going on with what happened last night. Uh, no, I like the stuff going on with Harrison Wells and Cisco. I like that this new Harrison Wells was like saying, trying to act all smart. He was too weird for me, and I knew last week this guy. There's something about him. I don't trust him, and we find out that he's a novelist, and I'm like, oh, okay. Um, this is different, but it makes sense. Fine. That's why he's a little sketchy. He's a con artist. I still don't trust him. I still think there's more to him than meets the eye. I don't think the novelist thing is the only thing that matters, or the only thing that's about him. I think there's more to him. We're gonna have to see. I don't fully trust this guy, so anything can happen. I think on this show, so we'll see what happens. Um, Julian Dorn, played by Tom Felton. I thought he was really good. I wasn't too sure about his character, obviously, in the last couple of episodes because we didn't really get to know him too well. And what we did get to know was that he didn't like these metahumans, including the Flash. Apparently, we find out because he felt that these people did not deserve these powers, especially with how most of them abuse them. Even though there are good characters, good metahumans out there like the Flash and like Firestorm that Barry could have even used as an example of, hey, not all metahumans are bad. There are some that are trying to do good in the world. And but I like that we got to learn about him a lot more and see him develop. Now he it looks like he's not going to be an asshole because he learned his lesson by almost killing that kid. That he realized, you know what, the Flash taught me what I'm doing is being an asshole, so I better, change my view on these people. So him and Barry went out for a drink, and I thought that was really nice. I can't wait to like learn more about this guy. I still don't think he's alchemy though. I still think alchemy is going to turn out to be Eddie Thawne. Um, yeah, that's who I'm still suspecting. Tell me, you guys, what do you think? Do you think Julian Dorn could turn out to be Alchemy, the main villain of this season, who they didn't even touch on in this episode? They kind of briefly touched on him in the last episode, but this episode, they didn't even mention it at all. It's like, don't worry, we'll get this Alchemy guy sometime down the road. Um, but yeah, I mean, Julian Dorn, I think he's a cool character, so I can't wait to see more of that. I didn't see the point of having Joe's relationship being even mentioned in this episode. I thought it was a waste because it didn't really go anywhere that we already knew. It's like Iris even tried talking to Joe, and Joe was just like brushing it off. I don't even think he gave an answer when Iris said to ask her out because me and Barry are in love, so I want you to be in love too. Um, and yeah, Joe's just like walks away and doesn't give her an answer. So I guess that relationship's going nowhere yet. Um, but other than that, I really enjoyed the episode. I thought it was really good. I did feel there was some like awkward pacing going on. I don't know if it was a little too rushed or there was just something going on in this episode that felt a little off to me. I can't really quite put my finger on it yet. If anybody feels the same way, let me know. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good episode. If I had to rate it, it would be like 8 out of 10. I liked it. It was really enjoyable, and there were a lot of nice laughs throughout. So, yeah, that being said, guys, I think that's it. I'm gonna find a better way to do this. I want to use my green screen, man. So, if I can't use the HD camera, so I might have to figure out another way of doing my videos and uploading them. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to use my iPad all the time. That's what I'm using right now. So until next time, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Subscribe, like, you know the drill. And I'm always on Twitter and Facebook. Facebook I don't use as much, but Twitter I'm always there. So follow me on Twitter also so we can communicate and talk about some of these shows and movies that I love. And I'm going to be seeing Doctor Strange this weekend. Can't wait for that. It's getting really good reviews as usual, Marvel. And until next time, take care, guys.